Hi, everybody. Okay, so we are going to do things a little bit differently today. I tried to do a Zoom meeting and it just didn't work out exactly how we thought it was going to be. So instead, I'm going to post it here on our Zoom site. Okay, so our lesson today is all over author's purpose. We're trying to figure out why authors write. So I'm going to show you a little anchor chart that's going to allow you to kind of figure it out in easier ways. Here we go. Here's our anchor chart. It says author's purpose up at the top. It's why do authors write? They have one of these purposes. And for us, all we have to remember is as easy as pie to remember. An author might try to persuade us. This is when they're trying to get us to agree or to disagree to do something. Maybe they're trying to inform us. They're trying to give us lots of facts and information about a certain topic. And then maybe they're just trying to entertain us. The author writes maybe just for us to listen and enjoy. But how can we figure out the author's purpose? Well, maybe first we can look for clues about the genre of the book. Oh, and then we can ask questions about what we've read and find evidence in our answers. Boys and girls, remember genre from last year. Think of in the library how there are different places for books to be located. A genre is what kind of book it is. Maybe it's a fiction book. Maybe it's nonfiction. Maybe it's a fantasy. Remember with our fiction books that they are not real. Those are books that are just laughs. But then we also have nonfiction. Nonfiction, remember, those are real books, something that really happened. Maybe it's a history book. Maybe it's a science book, something to do with information and facts. With our fantasy, think about make-believe things like a pig flying or wizardry and magic. Those are fantasy books. Now, we're going to read a story that I want y'all to try to figure out what kind of first genre the book is, and then to think about the author's purpose, why they're wanting us to read this book. Why are they writing? Remember, it's as easy as pie. Persuade, inform, entertain. Here we go. The book is called Spoon by Amy Krouse Rosenthal, and it's illustrated by Scott Magoon. Spoon. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior there. She's very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Look, see? It's kind of like the nursery rhyme. Lately, though, Spoon has been feeling blue. What's wrong? Asked his mother. You look a bit out of shape. Nothing, mumbled Spoon. It's just that, I don't know. All my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut, he gets to spread, and I never get to cut or spread. Well, yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he? And Fork. Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir crazy like I do. Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she? Y'all see the pictures of Fork? And Chopsticks, they're so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic. No one thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they? Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. Ugh, Spoon is so lucky, said Knife. He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with Spoon. Clang, clang, clang. Look at Spoon dancing on the pot. Oh my God, Spoon is so lucky, said Fork. He gets to measure stuff, and nobody ever does that with me. Why, Spoon is so lucky, said Chopstick. He can go places by himself. We could never function apart. Look, see? But remember, Chopsticks comes in pairs. That night after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, "You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving headfirst into a bowl of ice cream. They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea." Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. There was only one thing to do. "I can't sleep." "Well, come snuggle. Come on, Spoon." And so he did. The end. All right, guys, I hope you liked the story. I want you now to work on your graphic organizer that you have in your practice. Remember, you're setting a purpose. You are figuring out what that author is really wanting you, why they chose to write. Were they trying to persuade? Remember, were they trying to get us to do something? Were they trying to, that inform? Were they trying to give us lots and lots of facts about and details about something? Or were they doing the E, entertaining us? Were they just wanting us to enjoy the book? All right, I want you to figure out, based off of maybe the pictures, something that happened in the book, cite your evidence. Give me examples as why you think that was why the author chose to write that book. I hope you'll have a great day. Bye.